That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bottom. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So, sticky and horrible. So yeah, yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all well. Thank you very much.
Living the dream.
Hope you're all well. Some really nice pieces as we saw there. I will play it at the end if you lot remind me, and if Nick reminds me, just so I go again. But it's going out tonight on YouTube at 7 o'clock. So let the whole world see everybody's amazing work. So well done, everybody. Thank you very much for taking part in the 2-week or the 2-piece turn and hashtag week. Yeah, 2-piece. Yeah, that's about right. So bloody hell, look at it all coming through now. So anyway,
Guess what?
welcome. What?
Wait here again next Sunday.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, right. So if you came over last weekend and joined us, or last Sunday and joined us, you'd have seen that we cast that resin blank sitting on the lathe. I will show you that in a moment. I took it out of the pressure pot on Tuesday, and that's the first time I managed to get it out of the pot, and it looked pretty good. But at closer inspection, there's a bit of an air bubble in the middle. But I'm hoping we're going to be able to turn that out when we create the inside of our bowl. So I'm going to go over to the lathe. Well, I'll go over to the lathe now. I'll show you what I've done so far to it. So let's hang on this camera. So the air bubble is underneath this piece of wood here. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to turn that out, and we're going to go past the air bubble. If not, then what we'll do is we'll pour some resin in the bottom of it and seal the bottom, and then just finish it, just skim the bottom of it. It's not a major issue. So what I've done is I've glued a piece of timber on the bottom of this as central as I can get it, with a chucking point on it, because I didn't want to, because it's so uneven on the top half, I didn't want to try and drill it, not being able to get it perfectly centre. So I've done that, and then we're going to bring our tailstock up. So the first thing we're going to have to do is clean all this off, all this stuff that's sticking out at the front here, and then we'll get a mortise chucking point on the front there. Whether I use a faceplate and drill it and screw it, I'm not 100% sure, or whether I will just drill a force and a bit in it, and we'll try that. That's what I normally do, but we'll see how we go. So while I am mounting that and getting that started, Nick, who is there this week, will welcome you all in.
For 1 week only. Okay, so I'm not sure who was on first because it looked like Steve's been messing about with my chat.
Colin was the first one.
I've got Wood Wizardry by Colin. I've got Len's Handcrafted Wood Signs, TJ Turner, Dr. Bob, Pete from Twisted Trees, Brent Beecroft, Michael McEwen, Roy's the Boy, Doug Miller at Wood Spun Around. Sorry, my chat's just jumped. I've swigged my coffee, sorry. Robert Bortwood, Todd at Glen Cove Woodwork, Susie Swiss Woodturner, Clint at Wood Dancers, William Kenny, Brian at Hartwood Turnen, Shane Hurst, Ward Wilson. We also have Roger Kent, Wesley Hanna, Benjamin, Woodwork Learner, Greg Alexander, Norman Greenwell, Steve Hale, Copperal Woodturnen, Raymond Wise, Klingspor Abrasives, Klondike Craftsman. Ooh, goodness me, I'm not even at the bottom in a minute. Roy said he's loving his Jabra headset. The sound's great.
Oh no, it's just jumped out there.
Right, I think I might have got everybody. If I haven't, my chat did jump and that wouldn't let me go back up to the top. So if I have missed anyone, Rex B's on as well.
Right, Rex,
just put a comment in at the bottom and I'll give you a shout out.
Try that again.
Right, I think I've got everybody. Oh, dear, I see that. So welcome to the chat, everybody, on this lovely Sunday morning. It's quite nice here. And I'm stuck in here.
You've been stuck in the house anyway, so.
Yeah, Mother's Day. What's my Mother's Day involved? Cleaning. My choice. Also made a Victoria sponge because we're going to my daughter's after this. For afternoon tea.
Afternoon tea.
Afternoon tea.
So I'm just using a 1/2 inch bowl gouge to try and take these down.
Dr. Bob put a lovely comment on. I'm going to have to just go up and see if I can find it. Oh, Len said, unfortunately, he cannot stay to watch today, but wanted to say hi, Steve and Nikki. Have a great week all.
Hi,
You
Len.
too, Len.
Have a great day, mate.
Oh, Barry's Wood Creations is on. I missed him. Sorry, Barry.
Good to see you back in the chat, Barry.
Brian called me a skiver. Ward Wilson said he made 2 items for the hashtag week. Forgot to take pics and sold them at a craft fair.
Good man.
That was good. So Dr. Bob put, please, as proud members of our host's extraordinary talents and his support team, including his wife Nikki, give them all a big thumbs up. Thank you, Dr. Bob. Woodwork Learner put, what, no carrot chop, and that's a dislike and unsubscribe. It's Ward Wilson's 40th wedding anniversary today. Happy anniversary, mate.
Congratulations.
Benjamin put, oh, Mother's Day.
Whoops.
Robert said, is that high tea, Nikki? I don't know about that. No, I'm sure she'll do a lovely spread. She's probably been out all morning, bless her.
Yeah, she most surely has.
She did tell me some of the stuff she was making. And being the mum that I am, offered to help, and she was like, no, that's okay.
That was good. I mean, that was a good move, Steve. Just chucked it all over my stream deck. Right, so we're nearly there now. So I'm
Future in-laws will be there as well. So,
you got a chair now.
yeah. Don't do sharing.
So I'm just going to leave that middle bit in there for a second until we get...
That's right, P. Cleaning and cooking the correct way to celebrate Mother's Day. That's like, went into Tesco's with Casey and she went, right, is there anything you want? Nope. She kept asking me for days. What do you want for Mother's Day? Nothing. I'm just happy to spend some time with my girls. And my other big kid. He's the hardest work of all.
Yeah, but I did tell him not to come around today.
He did cook, well, him and Casey, mainly him. We did have bacon and egg muffins.
Right, so let's just get this nibber for here. And we should be able to...
Oh, Grandpa Jim would turn us on.
Hi, Grandpa Jim. Hope you're well.
Which is what I can't say. Cucumber sandwiches at Sandringham then. No, my daughter's doing the spread. So she does like cooking when she gets the time, so it'd be nice to. Charlie Taylor's on.
Hi Charlie, how you doing?
Oh,
So I'm going to drill a Forstner bit in there and we'll
Nick,
see
you
how.
hope you're not talking about the rabbit. Rabbits are easier.
So let's get my 54mm Forstner bit out of the drill. It should be partly on wood, so we should be okay. But like I said in the description, we won't get this finished today. We'll get the outside shape maybe.
Benjamin, but let's hope we don't get food poison on Mother's Day. No, we're all right. She's not cooking any chicken, so we should be fine. Hey, mate. She is a good little cook.
Especially cakes.
Yeah, she's
I'll
doing
just skip all the.
brownies.
I'll just skip all the other stuff and just add the cakes.
She's doing brownies and scones.
Fastest
Scones.
dessert in the world, that is. So that's our mortars. That's
Woodwork Learner's got a question for you.
Go on then.
He said, Steve, did you see Wayne use that liquid gold stuff? He was not impressed.
What, Wayne wasn't impressed or Andy wasn't impressed?
I think he meant Wayne wasn't impressed.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the video. I think he tried. I've seen the picture of the egg he did, but I haven't seen the video yet. But I will watch it when I get a chance, either later on today or tomorrow. So let's just take this a little bit out of here. I'm glad I didn't buy any of the Andy if it weren't very good.
Charlie Taylor said it's a quick pop in before he's dragged out by the wife.
Yeah, they're very needy, aren't they, Charlie?
Klondike said, did you let her skip to cake? No, she's doing a good spread. So Steve will just skip to cake.
I'll just skip the cake, definitely.
Sausage rolls. She's making cheese straws.
That's if getting it all anyway.
Yeah. I did tell her what time we're sort of hoping to be leaving-ish.
So I'm just doing this just so the jewel's going a little bit further, just to give it a little bit, hopefully being a little bit closer to the bottom, that'll give it a little bit more. That won't be vibrating so much, let's put it that way.
Roy said his wife's gone round to his mum's.
Who did?
Roy. Run round to her mum's, sorry. So you can surprise, when she gets back, she expects a surprise of a nice dinner cooked, Roy, that's why.
Roy's now choking on his sandwich. Alright, so we'll have a look and see if that fits. I've got another SC4 here, so we'll try that. This SC4 in there, make sure it fits. Before we flip it. It should be fine, but we'll just double check it. That is perfect. Put that back on its mount, if I can get it to start. There you go. Right, so what we'll do now is we'll turn that over and we will get that mounted the other way, then we can start shaping the bottom of the bowl.
Steve's head bottom.
Make sure it's nice and secure. just make sure it's. Oops, wrong way, Steve. So, like I said, there's a bit of wood in there, so we should be okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some
Jennifer's
shaping.
Crafting Creations is on.
Hi, Jennifer, how are you? I'm going to start shaping this a little bit before I take this off, just in case the tenon breaks out, or the mortise breaks out, should I say?
Benjamin said it looks like an upside down cake.
Yeah. Cake. Right, so got my
So Wood
half-inch.
Wizardry by Colin said, have you thought about making a steady rest to help with the vibrations?
To be honest, Colin, I don't really do big enough stuff to worry about a steady rest. That'd be more in the way than anything else, I think. If I did start doing deep hollow forms and that, then maybe.
It's nice to see some of you guys at Newark the other weekend. Met Robert, Lucy and Andy Bundy, didn't we?
Yep.
Who else did we meet? Other than Terry and Pete.
Kev, Roy.
Yeah, Roy was there.
Steve Hale.
I don't
No,
know if I met
Steve
him.
Ash, I think it was. Jennifer and Mark were there. Who else was there? Wayne Gilbert and I was going to say Hillary then.
Yeah, Valerie.
Valerie.
Paul Kavanagh's on as well.
Hi, Paul. You could tell me I'm on the wrong camera, Nick.
Sorry, darling. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat.
Ouch.
Malcolm Douglas is on.
Hi, Malcolm. I'm just going to gently run this backwards and forwards just so we can get it around. And we should be able to start taking some good cuts out of it.
Where are you gone for lunch, Terry? He's waiting for his lunch. Paul Finley Wood Tenon at home's on. Like I said to him, I don't know how.
Hi, Paul.
Barry's Wood Creation said he was disappointed he couldn't make Newark.
There's always another year, Barry.
We should add his ticket, shouldn't we? We said that, didn't we?
Yeah, I didn't think about it, to be honest. Would have made sense, wouldn't it, really? Never mind. Shame you can't keep him for next year, isn't it, really? Taking the edge off my gouge really quick. So we get a bit more speed. Speed is your friend, they say, when you turn a resin.
Woodwork Learner said, Steve, I missed that. Can you do it again? Oh, Grandma RoofTube must be on. Grandma Roof says hi. Hi, Grandma RoofTube.
Hi, Ruth. Hope you have a good day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day, Roof.
Oh, getting covered in the stuff.
And happy Mother's Day, even if you're not a mum, because at the end of the day, if you've got a husband or pets, you are a mum. Especially if you've got a needy husband like mine. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Good job I ain't got no feelings, innit?
Klondike said you might need to go carbide on that.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, Lewis. Funny enough, it's I think where the wood is softer than the resin, where you cut the wood, it's just chipping out the resin. So I'm just going to get it round
Door 60s on.
my door. Met him at Nook as well. Is Steve Ash in? Not Steve Ash, Steve Hale.
Yeah.
Steve, I must say thank you for the bit of wood you left me. Thank you very much. I apologise I haven't already said thank you, but I forgot about it last Sunday when I was on live. So thank you for that. It was very thoughtful of you. So let's have a look at this. Just chipping out. I'm going to go onto a carbide, see if that makes any better. So we'll go for a round carbide.
No, go for a square one. Dr. Bob said now we have proof that Nicky is the real toast of the town when that other guy goes to wood turners get together. Oh, we also met Clive, didn't we? Sneaks Walmart.
Oh yeah, Mama
And
Sneaks.
Mama Sneaks as well.
I'm going to put a face shield on, just in case, because there's quite a few chips coming off of that.
Are they chips or are they sausages?
They're definitely chips. Right, you might not be able to hear me when I put this on,
I
but
can't hear you very well anyway.
because I'll leave my mic down. It's too noisy, yeah, I'll say, and then I'll move my mic.
Steve Hale said, what, the pen blank?
Yeah, that's the one. I wouldn't want to be holding the pen, let's put it that way. So I want to try and turn this so we're seeing wood all the way through the side of the outside.
Chris Glanville is on.
Hi Chris. No, I'm going to be doing for the rest of the week.
What?
Clearing this mess up.
Yeah, because we can't be too late. William Kenny said that's cutting a bit better.
Yeah, it's not so chippy. I'm holding it at like a 45 degrees, so it's acting like a negative rate scraper or carbide rather than just a normal. It's not cutting so aggressive, and once I get past all the chipping out it's done, I will bring it up and start using it as a normal carbide.
Chris asked if anyone's going to Makers this year. Him and Katie are going. Terry's got to go. Enjoy your meal, Terry.
See you later, mate. I'm not sure where I'll be going yet. I don't know. If I did go, I think I'd only go for the day and travel down for the day, but I'm not 100% sure yet.
Got a question from Doug Mill. He said, how long did it take you to clean up the mess from Friday?
Well, I was all tidied up by just gone 10 o'clock, so not too long. Let's have a look at that. Alright, so that's the bottom there. It's just got a little bit of chipping out there that I'll try and get rid of. Can't go around there too far. I suppose I could take some of this away. So I've not got so much of that on there.
Cornish Maid 1982's on. She said they're going both days.
Hi, Cornish Maids. Long while since you've been in. Trying to think of your name. Can't think it is it?
Katie.
That's it. Katie, yeah.
Woodwork Glenn said, looks like you've had a fight with Spider-Man.
You ain't seen half of it yet, mate.
Spider-Man's winning.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about Makers. I'd like to go because it's meeting a lot of the YouTubers, which would be nice. I don't know, we'll see.
When is it?
May, innit?
Can someone tell me the date, please, of Makers?
The thing that puts me off is the price of the tickets. 30 quid a ticket.
You ain't got to take me.
I'm good, I wouldn't take it.
So that'd be a cheaper day for you. It costs you a fortune when you take me and Casey. Costs you breakfast and dinner and cake.
Yeah, I spent more in the cab at Newark than I did anywhere else.
You liar! That's because you had money left to spend, that's why. We had our meal with Ruth and Terry, that was nice.
I've enjoyed it a lot more if you'd have paid.
Look, you want me to come to these things, you've got to foot the bill, mate. Sorry. I think I'd do enough for you to just pay for me for one day.
Just one day.
Malcolm Douglas said Makers is far too expensive. It weren't that much before, was it?
No, it was about I think it was about £11 when I went for a ticket.
Doug said he hates Paddock for that reason.
Yeah, it makes a hell of a mess. Dust is everywhere. I had to wash all my handles and my tools today because all the handles were covered in fine dust.
Barry,
but the thing with Makers is it's the parking as well. The NEC charge about £30 for a day's parking as well.
Barry's Wood Creation said workshop all nice and clean when I popped in to see Steve yesterday. Now look at it. Cornish Maid said she's always around, just don't always message. Lol. Hi everyone. Chris and I can't wait to we have a hotel 20 minutes away. 13th and 14th of May. Susie thinks that when you do resin lives, you need to have a camera set further away pointed on you so they can fully appreciate the mess.
I can do that for you, Susie. Look, I'll show you. Watch, look, I'll move this camera over.
William Kenny said, I'm watching you turn and looking over my shoulder to see where the Hoover is.
So, if I go on this camera here.
Robert said £25 for parking.
So.
Cornish Maid said they're walking.
Are you watching? Are you watching? This is the mess.
You're heavy breathing.
Because I'm excited. Plus I've got an air vent blowing over my face.
Wesley Hannah said, I don't mind Purdue, just the dust itself isn't any worse, just a brighter colour that shows up. That's only part of it. What about what's on the floor?
And me, look.
He will not be allowed in the house until he is spotless. That's why my little Dyson is right next to the door, so if he does, he can come in and hoover up his mess as well. Because if I have to get that hoover out once more today, I'm not very happy. Paul Kavanagh said, Steve, your lathe has a dirtier than mine. It's dirty, I think I meant to say. Susie's put loads of laughing emojis on.
It's certainly messy.
Oh, he's got a hoover just for his workshop, so don't worry. That'll soon be cleared away. And I ain't doing it.
So, and there's the floor look. Alright, so we're getting some shape now. So we've just got to get these off there. I think I'm going to try and turn this bit, because this bit is not the sharpest. I've got some new ones in here somewhere.
Woodridge Road Collins said, bad case of dandruff.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had dandruff.
I don't.
So Roy said they charged me £50 for parking in a disabled parking bay. Pre-booked and £25 each to get in last year, and that's without the food and drink.
Yeah, it's not the cheapest. You just have to justify whether it's worth going. Personally, I think I'd rather save the money for Harrogate.
God, you're not coming in the house like that.
Just want to change his tip.
Klondike said the resin ribbon wouldn't be so bad, but they are static and stick to everything.
Yep.
Robert Walt would put Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
I don't mind it. It does hoover up pretty easy. It just takes a little bit of clearing up because, like Lewis said, everything's just so staticky and it just sticks to everything.
Doug Miller's got to go. Take care.
See you later, Doug. Thanks for coming over. Have a good day.
Klondike said, have you got any negative rate cutters?
No, not carbide. I've got a negative rate scraper. That's about it.
Cornish Maid said they've never been. They're looking forward to it. They've never been before.
Yeah,
It's good. I mean, we went the first time we went, didn't we? We stayed at the Hilton.
Yep.
You know, and a lot of the YouTubers were staying in the hotel, and it was really nice. But sometimes it's just the cost of things. And
to me, personally, the actual after event in the pub bar is more entertaining than the actual event.
But it's nice if you've not been. I think.
Yeah, if you want to meet
when
YouTubers,
we went, we really enjoyed it, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I think I'd rather spend my money at Harrogate and go to Harrogate.
Right, I'm going to pop in a minute. Yeah, Robert said you need like a few of you in the car to cover the cost like of parking. That would be a bit of a cheaper way, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did Cornish Maid when we went. Make a long weekend of it. Didn't we go on the Friday night?
Yeah. We went on the Friday night and come back on the Sunday.
Is that when we went to? No, maybe not.
It's usually on bank holiday weekend, I think, isn't it? That's when they normally have it.
It's 13th and 14th of May.
Is that bank holiday weekend then?
I don't know.
That's when Nick normally tries to get it in. Oh, we're getting there. We're nearly got on all the wood. I want to see the wood through the side. That's what I'm aiming for.
Just see if you remember. Remind me to show you an email I received. I want you to just go through it.
That was one from a solicitor saying about a divorce at school.
No, you idiot. Oh, you wish. Can't get rid of me that easily. Lewis said Ruby told him there is a woodworking show in Ontario in October. Hoping to go to that. Hasn't been any in a long time where they are.
I think all the shows are going to start reappearing now, hopefully.
Brent said it's in Caledonia, about 15 minutes from him. Woodwork Glenn said too tiring to go to Harrogate for more than one day, so no point booking a hotel. I'd enjoyed Harrogate because
Harrogate's on 2 days. It's not on 1 day.
no, he said it's too tiring to go for more than one day.
All right.
On the Saturday, I spent the day with Ruth and we went into Harrogate town and went to some places, which was really nice. And then on the Sunday, we came to Harrogate, didn't we?
Right, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right, so we've got wood.
Katie's off for a lunch. Enjoy.
See you later, Katie. Thanks for coming in.
Klondike said, can you crank up the speed now?
Just being light cuts, isn't it? It's just taking your time. Resin, so I mean, it's great stuff, and you get a lovely finish with it. But if you mistreat it, it will bite you.
Like a woman.
It'll bite you. Yeah, it'll bite you.
I'm just going to... Oh, gentleman wood turner's on.
Hi, Mark. How you doing, mate?
Oh, apparently he said Harrogate is on for 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, Harrogate is, yeah.
Klondike said resin is a patience game for sure. Well, he said you might have to finish it next week, Steve.
I won't get it finished today. There's nothing more certain than that.
Right, I'll be back in a sec.
I'll get the outside shaped, but that's maybe about it. Because the trouble is, if you try and take, it's not like wood where you can take a 1/2 inch cut at a time. If you try and take too big of cuts, that'll just end up shattering. So it's just fine cuts every single pass. Leave the door open.
It don't smell very nice.
Leave the door open, babe.
I've never opened it, Dom.
Oh God.
Right, let's get back to it.
Alright, so we should have got rid of all the chipping now, which we have. Just a little bit of that edge. Oh no, that's dust. So I might take this bottom bit off the hair now, so we can get a shape in there.
Lewis said you would not regret getting a negative rake square cutter, Steve.
No. Trouble is, Lewis, I don't really do a lot of resin, so I've never really thought about it, but maybe if I'm going to do a bit more resin, I should do.
Ben said, I reckon something like the iron shear scraper would work well. You could make your own.
That's a good idea.
Or he said he's got the Easy Wood negative scraper.
Right, so let's get this off. This is only held
Dr.
on.
Bob said, Nikki, with all the time you've spent as the host spokesperson, has your other half taught you to turn? No, it frightens me. No, not something. Roy said, Steve, do you want to borrow it?
Yeah, just bring it over, Roy.
We can be here in 10 minutes, Roy. That'd be great.
Make sure that's tight. There was enough epoxy glue on the bottom of that to hold a battleship together.
You can send it by carrier pigeon. Roy. Woodwork Learner said, doesn't lifting the handle change it to a negative rake?
Yeah, it does, but a negative rate definitely be better. Would definitely work better. Right, so I need to create a tenon in there, but I think I want to take some off of the bottom of that, really. I don't really want that the resin as thick as that. I would like to see some of the wood in there, really. I'm actually holding the scraper as a slight angle to create a negative rake. Control when you wear this head mask or this face shield with a headset that dig in your head.
Klondike said, smart process, Steve. A lot of people would have turned that bottom off first and potentially regretted it.
You know, I've had it before where when you've turned it, the vibrations crack the resin, so I thought I'd rather be safer and sorry.
No, go on. Mick Dees is on, causing a nice mess there, Steve.
Always, Mick. Always. Nick said she's going to clean up for me.
Oh, my hell.
That's another person we met at.
Yeah.
Mick. It's nice to put faces to names. Or names to faces, whatever way you want to look at it.
Faces to names, just like the first time.
So I am going to be putting a mortise in this, not a tenon. So we've got a little bit more thickness of resin there we can get rid of.
Oh, I remember Mick Dees now. Mark's put that on. You finished that chess set yet, Mick?
Yeah.
Dr. Bob said, you can always get yourself a negative rate carbide replacement cutter for one of your tools.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I actually used a carbide tool, other than my hollowing tools. I've not got a chip on my shoulder, I've got shavings on my shoulder.
Klondike said, I'm better looking if you don't have a face to the name. Mick said he's still working on it.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's good. Klingsball said the stream should be called Silly String with Steve. That'd have been a brilliant one, wouldn't it?
Right, so...
Roger Kent said, Steve, is that an easy wood tool?
No, I haven't got no easy wood tools.
What is it?
If you're watching, Doug, if you want to send me one,
What is it?
That's just a cheap scraper, cheap carbide I bought when I first started turning, because I used to do a lot of resin. So first year and a half or year or so of my turning life was all done with carbides.
Todd said, Lewis, are you saying you have a face for radio? tried to get Casey to come in here, but she won't have it, was she?
No.
Lewis said the face of radio, but not the voice.
You're too harsh on yourself, Lewis. You're too harsh. I wouldn't say you ain't got the face for the radio. We should all take note of Lewis, because Lewis is the resin king within the chat. Some of the hybrids he's done are absolutely outstanding. Oh, sugar, I didn't want to do that. Are outstanding.
Come on, you know you can't multitask. Robert Bortwood said, does that resin get itchy when turning it?
No, does it? No.
It's quite dry, isn't it? Wesley Hannah put, since Shug now has a #1 hollower, maybe it's time for Steve's round of haranguing.
So I want that tenon quite flat. No, mortar's quite flat. With some nice little light passes just to flatten that off. So just get a skew and just put a little bit of a dovetail in there, just to relieve the pressure off the resin, really, more than anything. So just, ouch, just stabbed myself in the finger with a skew. That's not always the best idea. So now we can get a little bit of shape around this corner. I think we'll be near enough ready from the base being, or the bottom being done, or the outside, should we say.
Todd said, do you turn resin any faster or slower than normal?
With resin, the faster you can get it, the better. Speed is your friend, as they say with resin.
We're turning with Barry's on.
Hi Barry, how you doing?
Klondike said the carbide tools Steve has are the same as Easy Wood, really.
Yeah, just not paying for the name, are you?
Woodwork Learner said, Steve, stop rushing it. You don't have to complete it today.
I won't get it done today. There's nothing more certain than that.
No way. He's got the smell in his nose of the cakes from Tools making.
Oh yeah. That Victoria sponge is calling me.
I made that, not her.
So I put a little tiny step on that, just so when it's on the table you get that little bit of a shadow. So it looks like it's blended into the table, really. So we're just going to gently feather this out. So I'm putting hardly any pressure at all on there because I'm just taking real fine skimmy cuts. Because if I put too much pressure on it, I can guarantee we'll end up with a bit chipping out of it, and then you'll have to take loads off of it to get rid of it.
We get the outside done today.
Yeah, I'll get the
Then
outside
you
done
do the inside.
next week.
What, on Sunday or Friday?
No, it'll be Sunday. I've got Battle of the Makers on Friday. So it's been a busy week this week.
Again? It's been a busy month, isn't it, really, for us?
It has. Right, so that's the outside shaped. Just a nice little curve there. I've got quite a bit of wood showing through, which is what I wanted. Got to take its head shield off. Oh, it's killing me, Ed. It's too heavy for me. It's trouble with the air shield, it's just too much weight.
Can't hear you.
I said it's the trouble with the air shield is just too much weight on the top. Should be like the JPS with the batteries on the back. But anyway. Right, so I can't see. Got that much resin all over me. Wipe off. Yeah. Right. So we're going to sand this now. And we'll get rid of some of these marks out of it. Got a few little
Frederick
chat
Rogan Newsguard is on.
Welcome. So we've got a few little chatter lines in there where we've done over the scraper, but we'll get rid of those with the sanding process. So I'm going to start with 80 grit and work my way up. Turn the extraction on. Now when sanding resin, you don't want to sand it too quick because it will melt to your sandpaper and just cause a mess. So
You've got a mess anyway.
yeah, I know, but more of a mess. Just get a bit of 80 grit and run in the middle of there.
Klondike said, "Are you getting a kickback of all the Coke product placement, Steve?"
Are you getting a kickback from all the Coke? Oh, what with the can of Coke in the corner? Yeah, I must admit I've been drinking quite a lot of Coke just lately. I shouldn't do really, but hardly ever used to touch it at one time. But it's just easy now. There's a can in the cupboard. It's easy just to pick up and make a bottle of drink.
Dr. Bob, after all the years I've been following and watching your lives, why does not Nikki have screen credits?
Anytime Nick comes on the screen, really, is when we do the makers auction.
Yeah. I don't like being on screen. You won't want to see me, believe you me. My hair is all over the place.
Tarte's Adventures of Tintin.
Yeah. Robert said, looking at that mess, I think I'll give resin a miss, but good to see others using it. Kev at 9K Creations is on, says looking good.
Hi Kev, how you doing, mate?
Frederick said the worst part of working with resin is the clean up afterwards.
Yep.
Woodwork Learner said, Dr. Bob, we all know it should be called the Nikki Show.
Should be, I agree. I'll rebrand it.
With Special Turner. In brackets, in inverted commas, special.
In brackets, needs. Right, so we're going to take this up to 400 grit. Then we're going to sand and seal it. And then I'm going to go over the Yorkshire grit, and then we'll see what the time is.
It's 2:10.
And then we'll see how far we go from there for today. Like I say, I knew I wouldn't get it finished today anyway.
So will it make as much mess as that doing the inside?
Yep.
Two lots of cleanup.
2 cleanups. So 240.
Brent B. Cross got to go.
See you later, Brent. Thanks
It's
for
got a
coming
craft
over.
show event. Have a good one.
$3.20. And normally, if I was using Yorkshire grit, we'd only go up to 240.
And you'd have Joe singing. I don't know where they are.
Busy, I would imagine. So the reason I'm going up to 400 grit is because of the resin.
Donna Love Angel Artist is on.
Hi, Donna. I know it's going to knock it back to 240, but I'll be able to seal the wood better before we grit it. So there is means to my madness. So last one, 400 grit. Put a new pad on there. Right, so because we got wood in it, we need to seal it. So we're going to give it a coat of sand and sealer. So just wipe all the dust off of it. So generous coat of sand and sealer, seal up that wood. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Now you'll see our pop. So we're going to give it a couple of coats just to make sure we seal that wood properly. a second coat quickly. We'll give it a coat of the original and then microfine. So that drying, we get the original Yorkshire grit out and the microfine.
Robert said he spent much time working with fiberglass and resin boat building.
Yeah, the resin I used to start with used to be resin for boats. So Yorkshire grit original, nice coat on.
Kev9 Creation said, wow. Mick Do said that looks awesome. Brian says that's looking good.
Makes it pop once you take rid of all the dust and all that.
That may be a new thing that goes on the table.
I've sold already, you can't have it.
Tough. Yeah, I'm having it.
This is going to make me a millionaire, this piece.
One day we'll be millionaires.
So we're just going to gently spend a bit of time working this in. And like I say, this takes up to about 1,000 grit. Then what you might find is because the wood is a bit softer than the resin, the wood might wear away a bit quicker than the resin. So you don't want to be applying too much pressure.
Robert said, damn, that pops.
Pops! I'm just going to put a little bit of speed on it.
Door60 says, nice job, Steve. Klondike Craftsman said his comment got censored.
What comment?
Which comment?
Sorry, you got a blue spanner, Lewis. You can uncensor it.
I can't see which one, mate. Oh, what, the one about the Coke or not? Woodwork Learner said, looking great time for Nikki to sing. Nope, you got no hope of that either. Got as much hope seeing me on camera as you have me.
More chance of seeing you on camera than you're singing.
Steve told me I'm not allowed. Kev said, Nikki, Steve's going to lose it, methinks. Let him finish it, though, before you nick it, though. Haha. Norman Greenwell's off.
See you later, Norman. Thanks for coming over.
Take care.
Don't forget the hashtag video will be live at 7 o'clock tonight.
Put it in again, Roy. Sorry. Chris Dodd said, looking good, Steve. I think Roy had a question. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, is the resin plum by any chance? Lol.
No, it's orange.
There you go.
Orange with a slight little tipsy of
Tipsy.
pearlescent pigment in it.
Klondike said, it's said after the sealer went on, that was the wood turn and money shot.
Yeah. They never look when you turn on resin until you seal it, until you put sand and sealer, or you do the first coat of polish on them. If they're all resin, you never know what they're going to look like.
No.
As soon as you put that first coat on, then that's when you know exactly what you're going to get. And it doesn't matter how many times you do it, it's always that wow factor at that particular point. So just going to speed the lathe up a little bit, just work off this last little bit of grit. Just stop it. Might have some radial lines in it, so if we do, we'll just cross sand it. So there's a few little radial lines in it, so we just cross sand it. Yes, Robert, he is. Nick, I'll put a link in for him.
Tonight?
Yep.
Why is he not on tomorrow night?
because he don't do lunchtimes anymore. He's doing Sunday evenings instead. So we just rub that.
Ward Wilson's got to go. Wife's up and around. Time to bring her coffee and anniversary present. Have a great day, all.
See you later, Ward. Have a great day. Happy anniversary.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. Is Brian on tomorrow?
No, there's a meeting tomorrow night.
What, 360?
Yeah.
They might not even. Terry might not put a link in. He should have done though, shouldn't he?
Terry has. Terry's already put his link up.
No, not that one. That was a year ago. I don't know how to find it.
Go on his channel. Click on his channel.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Put it up there, look. And then it comes up with them.
Yeah,
That
right,
says
yeah.
4 months ago.
Yeah, click on that.
That one.
No, that one. Yeah, click on his channel there.
That one.
Yeah.
Nope, it says 2 years ago.
Go on live. There you
There you
go. Right click, select copy link.
I
Right,
know how
so
to do that bit.
right, so we're gonna get microphone on there now.
Is Steve still wearing the face shield? The voice is very quiet.
Yeah, I have my mic up a little bit. I've just moved it back down. Is it better now? Right, so microphone, exactly the same principle as the original, just finer. Hence the word microphone.
So this is the link for Terry. He's on this evening at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, next week, next Sunday, he will be on at 6:30. The reason being is Wayne is doing a Dremel. Dremel are doing a live, and Terry's going to finish before that. So Terry will be on earlier next week, but this week he's on at normal time, 7 o'clock.
William Kenny said, Steve, that looks savage. Nicely done, mate.
Thank you very much.
Robert's asked if anyone's on tomorrow at lunchtime to replace Terry.
Yes, I think Paul Finley's on. I think Paul Finley's doing Monday lunchtimes now.
Lewis said, when the piece isn't turning, it gives the illusion that the mortise is much deeper than it is.
Yeah, I've done the mortise about 4 mil deep.
Turned the right way, he said. Nicola, it works okay.
So we're just gently going to buff this up.
Kev said Paul's advertised his live for tomorrow. Did you say Paul Finley?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll have a look. Just give me a sec. Yeah, he's on at 1 o'clock Monday. I'll see if I can find your link for you, Paul, and put it in the chat. Don't apologise, Donna. She's cooking steak pie.
Yeah, apologise, because I ain't got none of it. Steak pie. Oh. Proper food, that is, steak pie. None of this Nancy Pansy pasta or...
Have you put a link up yet then, Paul? Can't find anything.
Right, so we're just going to stop that and make sure we ain't got too many
I can't
Right.
find it, Robert.
So we're just going to go crossways. Just get rid of some of the radial sound marks.
Chris said Terry's on at 5 a.m. here in Australia. Oh, we'll watch him much later.
Hopefully shouldn't be too bad after a couple of weeks. Our clocks change. Is it next weekend our clocks change?
I haven't got a clue.
I think it's the 22nd or 23rd. Right, so we'll just buff this off.
Paul said he'll sort it.
If you send the link to my messenger, Paul, Nick will be able to grab it off the computer and put it in the chat.
I'm on his YouTube thing, so if he does it on there.
Oh, you're on his channel, are you?
Yeah, but it's just...
Put his channel in then. Just chuck his channel in so people can subscribe to him, and then they'll be notified for it. Right, so that's the microfine. So now we've got to get a coat of polish on there, or wax.
Yeah, they said it's next weekend the clocks change. So Brian said Paul's link will be up after the live.
Yeah, well, you've put his channel in now, haven't you? So they can just go and subscribe to his channel, and then they should get a notification of it.
Donna Love Angel said 26th of March, so he says the mighty Google search, lol.
Right, so we're going to give this a coat of microcrystalline. Just put my teeth back in. Microcrystalline wax. So we're going to work this in really well. Perhaps give this a couple of coats of this. It's not for the resin, it's more for the wood.
You're keeping an eye on the time. I know you
Yeah,
don't
I'm
like
nearly
to go
finished.
over. Yeah, I just know you just don't like to go too far over half
I know,
past.
just trying to get this outside finished.
Because if not, you'd have said, why didn't you tell me what the time was? And then if I keep reminding you what the time is, you go, don't keep on about the time. Can't win.
Welcome to my world.
Oh, he's so hard done, little boy. Oh. Let me just get my violin out. I'm sorry, it's out of tune.
Right, so let's just gently buff that.
Give it a bath.
Buff, buff. Give it another coat, I think.
Ooh, go you steady.
Like I say, I might, once it's all turned, get it on the buffing wheel and buff it anyway. But this will just protect it while we're turning it.
That wax not as glossy as high gloss or Canuba wax, said Woodwork Learner.
No, this is microcrystalline, so it's not. The reason microcrystalline, I'm going to use microcrystalline is because I'm going to be handling it quite a bit, and microcrystalline doesn't really mark up like normal wax does. But like I say, I might buff it up anyway. Once that's all done, I might put it on the buffing wheel and buff it all up. This is just to protect it while I finish it off more than anything.
Because we know how clumsy you are.
Oh yeah.
Just make sure you keep it somewhere safe.
I'm just going to get a bit of chestnut safety cloth and just buff that up. Just buff that. So there's the first stage of our
So
hybrid.
Frederick said looks beautiful. Donna said the bowl looks amazing, Steve.
Thank you.
Woodwork Learner said resistant to fingerprints though. Chris Dodd said you've been told, Steve.
I've been always being told, mate.
Dr. Bob said if you were to spin that slowly, the zoom and zoomed in your hypnotic bowl bottom, you could put your followers under control.
Right, so don't know if you can see that air bubble in there. I'll spin it around. You can see that air bubble in there. So hopefully, when we get down to it, it's not going to be too major. Might just have to put a bit of resin in the bottom of it. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. Like I say, it's
That's the trouble with resin, isn't it? You just can't.
yeah. You can't
Just
really.
can't tell.
You can't tell, but like I say, that looks like it's either where I've poured, because I poured all the colours in the middle and let them just do their own thing. So it's either where the colours are swollen and the pearl is swollen, which I don't think it is, or it's an air pocket, and I think it's an air pocket. It looks like an air pocket to me.
Woodwork Learner said that does look nice. Colin Izzard looking good. Susie said lovely colour combinations.
So I'll show you the mess.
Chris Dodd said, Dr. Bob, he could make us watch every week. Oh, it must have worked.
Look at the mess. Look at the mess. Look, everywhere.
Lewis says, but Brian, is this giving you the itch to get some resin on the go?
Look at the mess.
That'll probably be a big fat no. Robert said it's getting better all the time.
Yeah, it will do. It just takes time. Like I say, it takes a little while to do resin, but it's worth it in the long run, I think, personally. Look at the state of me. Right, I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've had a good time. Just think of me while I'm cleaning this mess up. Won't be
Don't
today.
forget to put the thing in.
Oh yeah, hashtag week. Don't forget the hashtag week, Steve. Don't forget the hashtag week.
I've reminded him, you're all my witnesses.
Whether I'll still do it or not. It's another matter. Right, here we go. We've got a question here from Barry Wood Creations. Steve, how thin will you make the wall? I'm hoping to get the wall down to about 10 mil, Barry. That's what I'm hoping. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, because depends how stable it gets. If the wood starts to move away from the resin through the vibration of being cut, then I will stop at that point and then just I've got some paste, resin paste, that I can just force in there when it's done, just to sort of sand it back. So yeah, it's hopefully about 10 mil. That's what I'd like, so you can get a bit of light for it, so you can see the pearl and the yellow.
Brian's, for anyone want to buy some resin stuff, I have lots. Lol.
Do anybody want to buy a kit form bowl? It's a kit form bowl here. If anyone wants to buy it, they can have it. Well, actually, they don't have to buy it. I'll send it to them free of charge.
Kev said, oh dear, mess. Thomas said, what mess? I see art streamers.
Art streamers.
No carrots today, Kev. Roy said, leave the mess till after next week.
No, that won't happen, Roy. That won't happen.
Yeah, we thought you was going to come and clean up, Kev. Roy. Robert said, that's entertainment. Barry's wood creation stunning piece looks amazing. Lewis said, that mess was just a bit off the outside. Wait till the bulk of the inside comes out.
Yeah, that'd be even worse. There's even more to come out in the middle. But anyway, that doesn't matter. That'll all tidy up. As they say, that'll all come right in the wash. Right, so or Hoover, yeah. Right. So I am going to go, because I'm going to have tea at my daughter's because it's Mother's Day. Isn't it strange how, when it's Mother's Day, all the dads get treat well as well, and then when that's Father's Day, all the mums get treat well as well. They should just call it Parents' Day, shouldn't they? And have one a year.
No, 2 years good. We'll share it. We share 2 then.
Right, and guys, thank you very much for coming over and joining myself and Nick. Unfortunately, Nick's not going to be here next week again. think I might have to sack her.
Mm.
I'll give her a pay cut, I think. Might make her a bit more keen.
Pay would be nice.
Right, so as we said earlier, Terry's on at 7 o'clock tonight. Paul Finley's on tomorrow lunchtime. Brian won't be on tomorrow night. Whether he's putting a video up or not, I don't know. Because there's a 360 club meeting, but you could come and join the 360 club meeting if you wanted to. If you go over to www.woodturning360 and join the club there, £5 a month. Well worth the money. 2 meetings a month for £5 a month. Club demonstration every month with a professional turner, and we also have a 2 weeks after that we have a discussion night as well, which is this Monday night. So come over and join it. Just quickly as well, speaking on Hampshire Sheen, don't forget to go over and sign up for the Hampshire Sheen Finishing Academy. The link is in the description of this video and all my videos from last week or lives from last week. It's constantly on my descriptions now. So if you haven't already signed up to the Finishing Academy, please go and do it. Absolutely awesome academy. Martin spent a lot of time on it, and there's every bit of information you will ever need to know about all the Hampshire Sheen products. So there'll be no excuse why you can't use the products correctly. There's also a section where you can ask questions. So it's like contact the teacher. You can send a message to Martin if you've got a query and he'll answer it that way. And there's also a quiz, I believe, after every section. I've only done the first 2 sections at the moment because I've not had the time, but I will sit down and finish it. So is it free? No, I don't think there's free 360 club meeting with the Finishing Academy because you have to pay for the 360. The Finishing Academy is free. So I don't think that's right, Kev. So, but personally, for me, £5 a month for the 360 meeting is well worth the money. So anyway, go over and sign up to the Finishing Academy. You will not be disappointed. So other than that, we're going to go. Right, so thank you very much all for coming over and joining. I hope you've enjoyed. Hope it's not been too boring for you. I know I've been, it's resin. It's not the most exciting thing in the world.
Dr. Bob's got a question quickly. He said, do you use a pre-filter to keep your filters from, like clogging up?
The dust extraction has got 2 filters in it. It's got the filters on the motors, and then it's got a filter inside the drum that collects the microfine dust that gets through the filter bags before they get outside. And then my air circulation filter has 2 filters in it as well. One of them, I believe, is washable. Never took them out and cleaned them, so I wouldn't know because I've only had it since Harrogate. The front one's a big air filter which I take out and blow out every now and again, but the back one's I believe it's washable. So oh well, free for 1 month. So yeah, 360 is well worth having. Anybody who's not a member of the 360, they should be kicking themselves because I believe it's one of the best online wood turning clubs out there. You get a professional demonstrator every single month. Absolutely, and for a £5 a month, you could no other club you can do that. So I think it's a real worth money to do for £5 a month. I wish I'd have joined a long time ago. So other than that,
Dr. Bob said he's been a member since he started it.
Yeah, it's a good club. It's a good club, and we all know that Martin will do anything. It's not a club where anything happens without speaking to the members. It's like, who do you want? What do you want? Do you want these? Do you want these? And then when we all decide who's coming in for the demonstration, we then get a choice of what we want them to do. So that's even better. You know what I mean? It's a really good thing. But if you're not a member, then please go subscribe. You know, Martin puts a lot of hard work into teaching us all the proper way of using his products. There's no other people who develop products that actually do that. So we should take our hat off to him and support him where we can. Right, with that, we're going to go. Right, so thank you very much for coming and watching. Hope you've enjoyed. We will finish this off next Sunday without Nick. So come over and join us. We will be back Friday night for Battle of the Makers, so please come and join us for that as well. Other than that, have a great week. Speak to you soon. Take care, and bye for now. Say bye, Nick.
Bye, Nick. Bye.
See you later, guys.
Take care. Bye.
Hashtag week.
I was birthed in the mountains under the sun. Something's changed, you can't see my face in the crowd no more. Something's changed, you can't see my face in the crowd no more. We are living the dream together out here on the road, and our love takes center stage at every single show. But lately you've been distant, and I don't know what for. Something's changed, you can't see my face in the crowd no more. Something's changed, you can't see my face in the crowd no more. We were made for each other to hold on to. I was carved out of redwood beneath your moon. I was